All right, so I'm last, which means I usually have the hardest job. I'm trying to wake you guys all up before you. It was exciting, but there's a lot of booze outside, so I'll try to make this quick. I'm Derrick. I'm the CEO of Drop, not Drop Bike, although we should talk. Maybe we should merge our companies or something. So today I'm actually here to talk about you. I'm here to talk about people. What truly makes companies click? It's the people. So, all right. Building high potential startup teams. But it's not just about, I'm not just speaking to the founders in the room or the entrepreneurs, but if you're interested in joining a startup, what does it take at each stage? So quickly, a bit about myself. I've worked at many companies, banks. I was a trader at CIBC, worked at Merrill Lynch during the collapse, was at BNP during the collapse, worked at not-for-profits like the Clinton Foundation. We sold our company to SFX Entertainment. They were private and then went public. So over the years, I've learned a lot about people and how you should engage and hire and what you should look at when you're looking to join an early stage company. So there's three main stages of a company. There's the idea stage, the product stage, and the scale stage. The idea stage, how many people here have an idea of some sort and they want to start something? Okay. So you need what I call believers in Swiss Army knives when you hire. How many people have a product pre-launch or very close to launch? Okay, so you need what builders and product evangelists. How many people here have launched a product and it's about to scale and you just want to grow it? Okay, so let's go through each one of these phases and what it means. A lot of emojis. Phase one, you really need people that just believe in you. And there's really no way to go out and find them. They can be your best friend. They could be someone you literally find off the street. Our first employee one, his name was Min. Min is a Vietnamese guy. He's about yay high, and he literally, I had him on Facebook, and one day he randomly reached out to me and said, "Derrick, I know you've done this before. If you're doing something again, let me know, and I will literally just show up in your living room every single day." And so I met up with him for a drink. I'm like, "Man, tomorrow morning I'm gonna leave my door open in my living room, and if you're actually, not joking, I should see you there." I kid you not. I woke up, opened the doors, and I'm like, "Man, how did you even get in here?" You need people like Min because starting a company is really hard, and at the early stages when you're just an idea on a napkin, you need people like Min, and you need people like Min who can do everything, take out the trash, write code, go pitch, take out your, whatever you need. I think you need people like Min to work with. The second phase is the product phase. You need builders and product evangelists. Builders are your engineers, but most importantly, you want to hire the best engineers at the earliest stages are engineers that can take critical feedback, that are vulnerable, where you can go to them and say, "Hey, this feature is crap, let's fix it," and they won't take offense to that. The next type of hire you need is a product evangelist. So our example at Drop, his name is Kevin. So Kevin is our head of product. And one day, I meet people in the weirdest ways. I'm walking my dog at my condo, and he's like, "Oh, you're Derrick, Drop, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I use your product all the time. I mostly like it, but there's this one feature, I think it's pretty crap." And I was like, "Wow, I should hire you." So we went for lunch. And a week later, he started at our company. I kid you not. So this is Kevin. And if you're building a dog food app, okay, dog food product, you need to find people that'll actually eat your dog food. If you're building an on-demand, yoga pants company, you need to find people that'll wear your yoga pants. You need to find people that'll actually use your product and will give you feedback for that product. The last phase, the last stage is scale. And this is where we're at. So you've had the idea, you've built the product, you've raised a bit of money, you've launched it, it costs you $5 to acquire each customer. Each customer is worth $20. Let's just keep pouring gas on that fire and let's just scale. At this stage, you need strategists and corporate rebels. And what do I mean by that? So you've hired a lot of people that'll just build. They build. You need people to come into your company take a step back and say, wow, like awesome what you guys did, but have you thought about this? Have you thought about, applying Porter's, I know there's consultants here maybe, Porter's 5 forces to what you're like, just really high level to give you that different perspective, and then you need the corporate rebels. These are the people that at this stage you can finally afford to hire. And they're not, they don't come cheap. But these are the people that have worked at banks. They've worked at consulting firms. They've learned within the big companies, hey, I'm at a roadblock within this big company. I see the potential of your startup. I want to join. And it's like Jet.com hiring someone from Amazon. It's like Walmart hiring someone from, or Jet.com hiring someone from Walmart, etc. So we actually most recently hired a bunch of people. They're actually here. I don't know if, let's get them to stand up really quickly. Come on. You didn't know I was going to put you in the spot, but we hired Matt, we hired Esther, Crystal, we have Emily, John. So these people came from the worlds of investment banking, consulting, and they've seen what it's like at a big company and have decided to join a startup. So to conclude, I think my time is up. Really want to just leave off, I've done a lot of big companies and I've been in your shoes for those that are considering leaving and joining a startup. It's not easy. It's, I think it's all about finding the right culture, it's finding the right fit. And, I never regret my decision when I left CIBC in 2011. It's been one of the best decisions of my life. I can wear jeans to work and bring my dog. And so they're laughing because our dog is, a bit of a nuisance at the office. But anyways, thank you for your time. And Twitter is Fung Money, like Young Money, but not. You'll never forget it now. Feel free to tweet or email with any questions you might have. And we are hiring quite aggressively. Thank you.
Questions?
So I'm just going to join the dots for everybody. So you got the investor connections because you worked at these super cool investment sides of the world? No? Yes? Maybe?
So
that's not my question. My
okay,
question
sorry,
comes
continue.
after that. So are you planning to disrupt the payments industry? Is that what these cards are going to do? Recharge your cards? Is that what it is?
So I didn't talk about Drop. Very quickly, payments, data, loyalty. We think it's a very interesting industry. We have some of the folks at Loyalty One here, so I will. They're doing great things, but I think there's a lot of room to change how it works. And I know the CEO of Loyalty One. We've talked, and there's everything from physical card. Our product is directly on the app. So you don't have to take out a physical card. You can earn points on your debit, which you normally can't. You can earn double points in your credit. So it's like free money. So it's payments, data, loyalty, all three.
Hi, I had a question. First of all, I just want to say I love the app. I've used it for almost as long as it's launched. Big fan. But my question was kind of straightforward. How do you guys make money? What's the revenue model?
That's allowed. Okay, it's the demo of the month that you can't ask. Okay, this is legit.
So a couple ways. All these retailers, brands, ultimately they want not just any type of consumer. These days they're hungry for the millennial consumer. I know I said the M word, millennial. They want your attention and they want to speak to you. Every time you see an offer on Drop, it's them saying to us, hey, let's target this person. Let's get them to come into our store and spend. This person goes to this grocery store 4 times a week. Let's get them to go 5. So it's the merchants that are funding the offers to get you to go into these stores. And then when you redeem, we're also purchasing these rewards at a discount. So sometimes I feel like we're bankers where we're kind of controlling this currency. It's like a flow. Yeah. It's complex, but put it at its simplest form. That's how we make money.
Last question.
So you were speaking about how in the early stages of a company, you need to look for somebody who's sort of like a Swiss Army knife sort of person. And I was just wondering, when you get into the later stages of the company, what does that person do now?
It's a good question. Mind blown. No. So I think, okay, here's the answer. I think even now, we're 16 people and we're adding more and more people. And every single person is still a Swiss Army knife. You have marketers, BD, data, like everyone is still wearing a lot of hats. I think as you get bigger as a company, they become more Swiss Army knives within their function. So right now, literally, a marketer will still do the work of partnerships will overlap with HR, overlap with every role. I think as you get bigger, you're a Swiss Army knife within marketing. You know how to do digital marketing. You know how to run ads on buses, billboards. It's more deeper into one category versus a broad Swiss Army knife. So it's like those smaller Swiss Army knives. They're more focused.
Thank you.
Thank you.